So, warm good morning to all respected participants. I, Dr. Prasad Kadam, welcome you on the fourth day of AICTE ATAL Academy sponsored online FDP on emotional intelligence organized by Marathwada Mitra Mandal College of Pharmacy. Today's resource person for the first session is Honorable Ms. Supriya Pujari. Madam is an accredited life coach from International Coach Federation USA and neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner with 40 years of experience in human relations, human resources, with focusing on or heading on HR functions, change management, organization, design and talent management. Today she is doing a profound work in the area of personal and leadership coaching and change management. She is a leadership coach for women leaders across Maharashtra in the field of women advocacy. She is honored with many awards to value her work in the field of life coaching, like honor as an Incredible Woman of India 2018 by V.R. Unenis Foundation, Hyderabad, for empowering and transforming women leaders and for being an inspiration for women. Honor at the Pride of Maharashtra Award Entrepreneurship Service for the contribution in social change through coaching by the hands of Chairman, National Commission of Nomadic Tribes, New Delhi. She has been invited as a speaker at National Education Summit, Progressive Academic Excellence, Maharashtra, National NGOs and CSR Summit and many more organizations. She is also being on advisory board of National Innovative EduTech Summit and leadership coach for women leaders at Collective Impact Partnership funded by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, California, USA. A book entitled Being Me, a practical guide for self-transformation is also on her credit. She is associated with IMERT Pune, Symbiosis Skill University, MIT World Peace University, Shivaji University, KME Research Center, and many more organizations. The life coaching areas consist of leadership development, transformation and transition management, relationship coaching, and many more. Today, she has impacted more than 10,000 people across the globe through life coaching sessions and workshops. With this brief introduction, I request Honorable Supriya Pujari Madam to kindly share her experience with us.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for this introduction. And whatever journey all of you heard, and since the number of participants, we have a lot of participants right now, I am assuming that you can hear me. So, sir, I need your help in acknowledging time to time so that, there is no monologue here. Yeah? Excellent. Thank you so much. Let me just start with a brief presentation. The reason I have made presentation is to have a visual clarity for all of us. Yeah. So that even if there is a lag, even if there is a challenge in terms of discussions and whatever I'm sharing, we all are on the same page. So let's quickly start with the presentation. And since you know the technological challenges, be a little patient with me. Yeah. So just a request, whoever is struggling with the background sound, whoever is struggling with the background sound, you can please put on mute. Sir, can you see this? So that I assume that everyone else can see this.
It's visible.
Excellent. Hold on. Yeah. So as I understand, this entire FDP is all about emotional intelligence. And I think emotional intelligence is the only way to deal with life. So for next 1.5 hours, I would request all of you to forget who you are, your roles, what you do in daily life. Right now, the overall discussion needs to be around me only. So when I remove my mask, when I remove my mask of a teacher, I remove my mask of a human being, I remove my mask of various roles that you play in form of father, mother, in form of son-in-law, daughter-in-law. So all areas of life affects us. Gone are the days where there was a clear-cut demarcation in terms of my personal life and family life. So today is all about allowing what comes to your mind without any judgment. There is no right and wrong thinking here for next 1.5 hours. It's you. So let's accept the way you are. And before I proceed, I would like to thank Marathwada Mitra Mandal Group and Sir and Kavita ma'am for considering this contribution in your emotional intelligence journey through my talk. And of course, it was not possible without AICTE. And the very fact that AICTE has started with something like this on emotional intelligence itself proves that how much it is important in today's world. So let's start with our quick presentations. I think sir has already covered my journey. There is nothing much to talk. But one thing that I would like to share is earlier, in my entire HR career, I have born and brought up in a very small town. And my entire journey is all about trial and error. So instead of, me driving my life, life was driving me, where I was just thinking and whatever course was available for me, I kept on doing it. Now I am talking this in my early 20s. And then slowly, the world of human resources was introduced to me. That's what I got into people dynamics. And slowly, gradually, I started to learn. And I was at my peak of my career. That was the moment I was hit by a terrible personal traumatic situation at my personal life. And that's the reason I was actually gone into clinical depression. Now, people today, even the kids use the word depression. That's why I ensure that it's a clinical depression. Even if today the kids and children go down in terms of Instagram followers, they are hit by depression. Even an 8-year-old, when we do workshops, even an 8-year-old kid is saying that my life is a failure because I'm not clear what I want in my life. Trust me, I don't think even at this age we are clear what do we really want, and this is the language of kids today. And I think the role of a guru is very important. Now, coming back to my journey, it was a series of failures that has made me rediscover myself. And that's what, and I thought that let's not limit my career and my services and my contribution to HR area. Let's expand. And then I realized the world is the canvas. So the moment I started sharing my journey and getting the, I would say, formal education related to human mind, that's what I kind of got rediscovered again and again. So every day it's a rediscovery for me. And the word rediscover itself says that I already discovered myself, just like all of you. You already are at a very profound level of your journey. You are having multiple roles. We are going to talk about it. But I think the rediscovery is all about getting inside, the inward journey. So there is a saying that if nothing is working good outside, it's time to go inside us. So that's what it's all about. I would just take 2 minutes more to talk about the formal education that I have. So I have done Masters in Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Now, what is NLP? I am sure you all are aware of what is NLP, but still just for my understanding and for sharing, I'm saying Neuro-Linguistic Programming is all about the way we talk, the language that we use, because 99% of emotional intelligence depends on the way we have our self-talk. Now imagine when you sleep and when you wake up, the quality of thought defines your state of mind for the day, isn't it? No matter whatever happens in the outside world, even a small fight, a small quarrel, or some sarcastic look from anyone makes us affect at deeper level. That's all about your NLP skills, right? So how certain things impact me at my thinking, conscious and unconscious level, at my feeling level, and the language that I speak in terms of discussing my impact. This is NLP. Okay, and it's been almost a decade now. I am already into leadership coaching and transformations and people transformation. Still developing the vision and purpose for myself was a profound. I'm very thankful to my gurus because of whom I was able to formalize my vision statement. So I would like to start with my vision statement. My vision statement says that I am a commitment to a world that experiences life with clarity. Yeah. So this is the vision statement, that I am a commitment to the world that experiences life with clarity, because I strongly believe in clarity is everything. If you're absolutely clear, then I think you're already emotionally intelligent. Now, clarity is not in terms of what is available on Google. Clarity is what in terms of my inside journey in my mind, getting deep dive into it, getting connected with my unconscious thoughts as well. That's the clarity. Now, I am committed to create that world, and I think you guys, all of you as Guru play a very important role in this journey, because you are handling people's lives just like me. Of course, you at a very different scale, because all the students look towards you as gurus today. So I think you have a lot more to, I would say, the ownership and responsibility when it comes to getting things done. Okay. As far as my honors and awards are concerned, the key ones of last 2 years are mentioned here. These are the awards for my failures, because the competition and the process followed for giving the award is the biggest, and how big is your failure and how quickly you recovered and the way you recovered. So that's the reason I got this Incredible Woman of India award, due to my recovery process and the journey of getting back to life. Okay. So that's what my vision is. I think rest everything is covered by sir already. Now, areas of life coaching is also covered, and we also have specialized workshops for self-awareness, goal setting for differently abled in terms of relationships. So today, relationships are not limited to, personal relationships, be it any relationship, because as I said earlier, we are one everywhere. So it's not that Supriya at workplace is different and Supriya at professional life is different. Now, if they are totally different, I understand the role demands, but if you need to really work hard to switch in between the roles, then it's the time that you really self-introspect on what's happening. Okay? Now, there is one help that I need from you. First of all, time. I think time is the only resource which is scarce. At the same time, it's available in abundance, depending on the perception that we have towards time. Phone on silence, and I'm sure all of us are already on mute. Confidentiality. Now, why confidentiality? Because for me, whoever is listening to me is a family right now. So I think the definition of family for me is where we do not need to think while we talk, and there is a safe space to share. So the next 1.5 hour, I request all of you to keep things confidential, whatever is being discussed here, because no answer is a wrong answer and no question is a wrong question. So whatever comes to your mind, if you have any questions, even if I'm sharing the presentation, please interrupt me. I would request sir to help me with question and answers if required, so that because I can't see if someone has raised a question. Please keep these things confidential and let's respect each other's space as well, and allow. Now, what is it? Allow means whatever thoughts come into your mind, please do not block it. Allow it as the way they are, because emotional intelligence is also allowing and accepting just the way we are. Okay? So are we ready? So sir, I need your help in this right now. Are we ready to start? Can you hear me so far?
You can start, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, you can start.
So that's the first activity that I want all of you to just think about this. The first activity is, who am I? As I said, there is no right and wrong answer. Whatever comes into your mind, just keep on sharing. Who am I? Am I a teacher, a mother, a father, a human being, whatever it is? Whatever it is. Yes, someone just said teacher. Thank you so much. Human being. Yes. So whatever it is, there is no right and wrong answer here. Just keep on thinking. Who are you? Yes. Yes. Excellent. I can see. I'm so human. Excellent. Excellent choices. Excellent choices. Now, if you reflect, yes, I'm a mother. Beautiful. So whatever people are sharing, human being again, teacher and a father, excellent. Just reflect and let's proceed to help other people. Excellent. Thank you so much for wonderful answers. You can keep on thinking while we proceed. Now go back and ask yourself, whatever you have written in terms of who am I or whatever you have thought, it is a wish that has come true, isn't it? If you always wish to be a teacher and you are a teacher. If you always wish to be a father and mother, you are there already. So it's a wish that has came true, isn't it? Or a wish that you would like to have at unconscious level. If you want to be something which, even if you are in process, you would like to be termed as I am XX and YY and ZZ, because this is something that you would like to have even if you're not having it right now. Possible? Expectations. Now, this is a critical term because we don't know whose expectation. Is it my own expectations from myself, or is it expectations of people they keep on bombarding on me? What kind of expectations that I have here? So this is in reference to the context. Whatever you have written so far, just think through. Who am I? Have I written my ambitions? Have I written the possibility of what I can become? Okay, so it's not limited to what I am. It's also about what I can become. What is the possibility? What is my potential? So this is the who are you process that we go. Now, let's move to the next activity. It's very simple. Let's go a little deeper. The next activity says, I care about. Please take some time and think, who do I really care about by heart? Emotional intelligence is all about connecting with your emotions, right? And I think care and love are the most profound emotions anyone could think of. So I can see some answers. Thank you so much. Family and friends. What else? Keep on digging. Keep on digging. Let's not limit yourself to one answer. Yes, my students and family. Excellent. What else? Think, who do I care most? Which is very, very core. Let's not limit to people. You can expand your thinking in terms of nature. I care about climate. I care about my trees. I care about people. I care about people around me. I care about the entire human race. I care about all women. I care about all men. I care about all children. I care about my pet. So just that, let's not limit to the thinking. Now I can see some profound answers. Society, excellent. Please understand. How many of you have written myself to start with? How many of you have written your name that yes, I care about myself? The basic underlying principle of emotional intelligence and rediscovery is everything starts with you, isn't it? It's like in a very simple way. See, I am not going to use any technical jargons here. And I'm not good at using academic words as well. So I am going to contribute the way I understand life. So I think the most profound way to teach is to learn yourself first. I don't think teaching is possible without learning yourself. Emotions happen, emotions work exactly the same way. If you want your students and society to be emotionally intelligent, it starts with you. And I can see a profound, very important and amazing responses in terms of myself as an answer, and I'm very happy for that. So I care about. This is what I care about, isn't it? This is who you true are. So take a while, even if I get 2-3 answers, I'll be more than happy. Which one of the answers made an impact on you? Who are you or I care about? Which one made a more impact that got connected with you? Yes, care about. Thank you so much. Who would think that way? The moment we feel, yes, care about, I can see that. Because who are you could be illusion, could be a role, could be a possibility, something that we hold here as a mask. And once we remove that, I connect at my deep level in terms of who do I care because it matters to me the most. And whatever matters you the most, you will find time for it. Whatever matters you for the most, you will not get tired. Whatever matters you the most, you will not get exhausted, no matter how much hours and energy you have spent into. Thank you so much for endorsing and acknowledging this thought process, because we all know what do we really care about. Myself first. And the moment you want emotional intelligence society, it starts with you. Okay? Let's move on to the next slide. We are going to conduct a small activity here. The activity is called as centering. Now, what is centering? Center in terms of geometry is the center point, right? But let's talk about our body and emotions. So the center in our body is located exactly below our navel point, and that has a source of energy, kind of a base. The moment that center shifts somewhere, it automatically manifests in your emotions in terms of stress, in terms of confusion, in terms of irritation, anger, whatever it is. So all kind of emotions that kind of disturbs your day-to-day working or your dream or your vision, it's an indication that your center has been shifted somewhere. Okay, so centering is a process, and I'm going to teach you right now. It's a workshop, right? This is not a webinar, right? So it's a workshop, it's experiential workshop. So please join me, share your experiences so that we can learn and grow. So centering, I will conduct a centering for you, and once you learn it, I think it's a matter of 2-3 minutes. You can do this activity as many times as you want, wherever you are sitting, even if during this, before you sleep, you can do it. So I invite all of you to please close your eyes and focus on your normal breathing. Just observe the way you are inhaling, the way you are exhaling. Just observe how the breath is flowing. As you exhale, drop your shoulders as much as you can. Yes, excellent. Inhale, exhale. If you can control your breath, you can control yourself. Yes. Now focus on length of your body. That length represents the dignity, the self-respect, who you are at the core. Connect with something bigger than yourself. Now imagine a line is passing through head to toe. Visualize that. And roots are emerging into the ground. You are firm in the moment. Experience it. Now slowly shift your focus to the width of your body. This width represents all the important people in your life today. Okay? Your friends, family, your students, your stakeholders, society that you want to serve, and also the people from the future who are going to play an important role in your life. Excellent. Feel the connection. Let's have a horizontal line that binds these people together. Perfect. Now imagine there is a pillar behind you. This is a pillar of the past. Your past has your entire journey, wisdom, all kind of experiences that has made you who you are today. Your education, your skills, the people you have met, whatever you have learned, whatever you have unlearned, everything. The entire journey is in the pillar of the past. Yes. Now focus your attention to the future ahead of you that has beautiful gifts to offer, the kind of impact, your ultimate vision that you want to make. Now allow yourself to swing in between future and past. Let your body settle by its own. Take some time, feel the center. Okay, wherever you have settled, that's the present moment. Absolute here and now. Wonderful. Now, bring your attention to little bit 2-3 fingers below your navel point. That's where your center is. Bring your entire attention to that one particular center. Take a deep breath and drop that breath to the center. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Excellent. Allow your eyes to open slowly. Slowly open your eyes. I'm very curious to know how it has felt. Let's play with emotions now. How is your mental state after this activity? Please share. Calm. Thank you. Relaxed. Excellent. cool, nice, cool, nice, peace, relaxed, excellent, wonderful, wonderful. Now, this is the activity that you can do anytime. Okay, so it's not limited to, it's not limited to in the beginning of my presentation. You can do it if you are having an important meeting of that journey. Wow, wonderful. I can see some answers popping up. I couldn't resist myself to do this. Okay, thank you. So you can do this activity whenever you want, even if you are having an important meeting, even if you are having important decision to make, okay, or even if you want to sleep peacefully. So you can do this activity as many times as you want. Okay, now you are centered, and now the way we are going to interact will be different, because when you came here there were technological issues. You just calm down, you just settle down, and now we can start our actual talk. Okay, why rediscover? Why there is a need to rediscover? Everything is going fine. All your goals has been met. Everything is, happening just the way you want. You are already having an impact on the society in terms of academic contributions. Then why do we need to rediscover? Okay. Had it been this is not had it been the session was planned before the pandemic, I would use the word discover. But now we need to rediscover everything. Let's start with few informatives. What were the historic challenges any academician would face? Let's begin with the stakeholders. There are promoters, there is a management, teachers, students, and industry. Now go back, whoever you are answerable or whoever you question belong to this category only. Now historically, each stakeholder used to have their own challenges. The promoters had a challenge of funding, compliance to government, and branding themselves as the best institute or the best university. Management has their own set of challenges. Management had the challenges of managing the stakeholders. Now again, the stakeholders, what are mentioned there, probably they may have more stakeholders, we don't know that. There was a compliance again, compliance to the promoter's vision, the resources and infrastructure. Because in today's world, infrastructure and resources play more important role than the actual teaching. I wish we could go back to the Gurukul, Gurukul era, where we have a heart in nature, just go there, learn and come back. I desperately miss that education system, because right now, if you are not having a 5G speed and a beautiful campus, and if your college allows social media in the campus, then that's the best college. That's the definition these days. The teachers, yeah, and the students. The teacher had different kind of responsibilities. Let's discuss that. Teachers had a challenge of managing stakeholders again, because for teacher as well, the stakeholder changes. Teachers also had admin responsibility. I think multiple heading and multiple role playing. So for example, my association with the entire network is poor. Sir, can you hear me? I can see some messages that says poor network.
Audible, ma'am. It's quite audible. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, because I'm just getting some chats of poor network. What can we do for that? Okay, some people have no issues. So please, those who have issues, I would request to check your internet connection. So let's discuss about challenges of students. What are the challenges of students? Okay, before that, let me finish the teacher. I think at universal level, all teachers are facing issues of multi-hatting. My association with academics is with more than 5 years now. I have never seen a teacher who is only doing teaching. They are either HODs, they have multiple responsibilities in terms of events. There are a lot of events in terms of student engagement and placements. So I have not seen one single teacher in my entire career. I think hats off to you hats off to you all, because we say that teaching is easy, But doing teaching along with admin responsibilities and paperwork, I have conducted FDPs everywhere. So I understand the issues, in terms of even the energy and time that you have to maintain the paperwork, to have the compliance report at the same time. These are small operational challenges, but it does have an impact. And then you again struggle for creative teaching. So I completely connect, and I have experienced this. So it's very important to understand that students also have their own set of challenges. Students' challenges they are casual. At the same time, they appear to be confident, but unfortunately, that is not reflected in the placement interviews, because I have also seen the HR side of it. I was also on the other side of the table as an HR interviewing freshers. They are confident, but they are social media driven now. So their identity and the definition of their confidence and self-esteem is today's world is dependent on the number of followers on social media and the number of views they get. And the most important is the casual attitude. Now, when I say casual attitude, I'm sure you all will agree. I interviewed and I've been talking to a lot of students through my workshop and personal sessions. The issue with students is one day they want to become master chef, second day they want to become an actor, third day they want to start up and become a millionaire, and they kind of spend all the energy in discussing that, and everything is affected because of the peer group pressure. So if 3 people are using iPhone and I don't have an iPhone, the perception and attitude is shifted towards what's happening. Even the smallest thing, and I'm sure you go through a lot than what I'm saying. I'm just sharing my own experience so that you help me understand if you're on the same page in terms of my understanding. Even the specialization decision is done in the corridor or in the canteen. Absolute no visibility and clarity of what needs to be done. Now, at the same time, industry needs a good fabric. Industry needs someone with emotional intelligence, and industry needs someone with innovation. Industry is not looking for technical experts. They say that by the time you actually start delivering, the technology has already changed. So we are anyways going to train you. What I need is your learning and unlearning attitude, the capacity to handle that pressure, the capacity to handle multiple demands. This requires emotional intelligence. Now, these are the historic challenges that has been running through decades, the very, very profound work, and I think there is a huge revolution in past 10 years because of the quality of faculty. They are getting the intake process and all. So I think everything is streamlining right now, but still the behavioral issues still remain from the student's point of view. Now the world gave us 2 more challenges, isn't it? One is pandemic and second is the new education policy. So pardon my abbreviation here because of the font and layout. I have kept it to NEP, and I think you all are used to using NEP as well. So what are these challenges? Let's see. The pandemic has given challenges in terms of digital reach and proficiency. Now earlier it was how much digital proficient you are. And but today the challenge is even digital reach. People from rural areas are actually committing suicide because of not having mobiles with them. So the first job today is to ensure that all of us are having the digital resources ready or not. Forget about proficiency. That's the today's scenario. Second is the coordination. Simple coordination of classes is becoming a challenge today. And I also interact with students. They just make a remark. Yeah, I know how to use Zoom. I know how to put my video off and start my own chatting. They have become masters of distraction. Again, managing distraction is again one of the challenges for faculty, and engaging students on a virtual platform. And of course, the mindset shift, because the first few that are mentioned here, those are operational issues. But if you look at the big picture, the stakeholder expectation is to have that mindset shift of students. You are in kind of a critical role because of 2 ways expectations. of understanding and delivery from student point of view, and the mindset shift and the processes from, I would say, your management point of view. Communication gaps. I was interacting with one or two HODs last week. Even there is an inter-faculty communication gaps happening. Earlier, it was much easier to go and talk. Now, the tone of your voice. See, I am talking day-to-day issues which has an impact. Emotional intelligence is all about having that day-to-day impact, addressing these impacts. Earlier, it was easy to just go across the table and talk it out. But today, it's on WhatsApp. Now, the way we read a WhatsApp message depends on our own mindset, not the one who is sending the message, right? So even there are emotional issues coming up, just the way the communication gaps are happening today. Earlier, the gap was in terms of listening. Now, the way we read it, we assume the tone of voice. Even the reading has becoming an issue today. That's the reality we are going in. At the same time, the additional new education policy demands the mother tongue teaching. Even the graduation durations have changed. The multi-stream flexibility. These are the, I would say, list which is not new to you. Honestly, I'm sure that there is much more than what I have written here. But these are the high impact points that I could figure out from based on my work with academics. So these, while you all are going through the challenges of COVID, there is another addition of this new education policy. And trust me, there are a hell lot of webinars, there are a lot of panel discussions happening, but how many of us really know what needs to be done? We are operating in uncertainty. How many of us really have a clear-cut agenda? Because I've been interacting with HODs, all are discovering and doing some research on that their end, and it's going to take some time. Now again, implementation of MEP in COVID is a triple challenge without compromising on teaching. So I think in all this, the primary role of a teacher is somewhere getting discounted. I'm not sure if you agree with me, it's my perception. If you have a different views, we'll be happy to listen to you as well. Because the expectations have changed. The expectations from you are learn and use the technology, same time have student engaged, ensure that you are emotionally healthy, because if you are disturbed, you cannot deliver a lecture. Again, creative teaching. Now, creative teaching is, I think, the word of an hour today. I think the biggest hits that has happened in after the NEP was launched is the keyword search of creative teaching. Managing online assessments. Now, creativity is again linked to the emotional intelligence. What is creative teaching? You cannot Google creative teaching. Creativity is very much intrinsic to me. My way of teaching has to be creative. That's the simple by definition, right? Now, you need to also have the online assessments to be managed, the supervision. I have seen, I really admire your resilience, because I have actually witnessed the HODs and the faculties are, getting that online assessment done, supervising through virtual digital platforms. It's a challenge. Trust me, I understand it's a challenge. And the resource provision. Earlier, it was very easy to have the printouts and books and handouts and distribute, study this and get in for an exam. But even to ensure that the resources have reached the student is a challenge today. That's the reason I'm focusing on rediscovery again and again. Now, the new education policy has again put a lot of additional demands on you. You need to do additional research and the holistic responsibility. Now, the holistic responsibility is something that's going to be the crux of our talk for the next half an hour. That's where we shift from a teacher to guru, The holistic responsibility can be only taken in terms of others. When you take your holistic responsibility, if you are stressed and emotionally not peaceful and emotionally not connected and ready, how can you expect, how can anyone rather, it's not you, how can anyone expect to conduct a creative teaching lecture? So the holistic responsibility is going to be our focus area in the next couple of slides. The NEP also requires additional knowledge of multidiscipline. Again, when it comes to anything additional, you need time for that and energy for that. If you are exhausted by end of the day, you don't have energy, how are we going to have some research or additional? Then we compromise on our personal life. We do it on weekends. That's the whole wheel of life gets disturbed here. Now we talk about emotional intelligence a lot, but are we really sleeping with peace? Am I waking up with a smile? And what am I doing on my weekends? These are the 3 questions. Just to check your simple emotional happiness. Forget about intelligence. To go a little bit on a lighter note, I personally do not work on the word of emotional intelligence at all, because though it's important, it has a lot more dimensions to it rather than simply being intelligent. Because intelligence is here and emotions is here. I don't know how we are going to link it anyways. Let's discuss. You have been also expected to have leadership skills now. And everything is driven from the uncertainty, fear of losing job, at the same time, existence of the institute. Today, even I've been also interacting with promoters and management. They are operating from similar uncertainties. Of course, the definition and context differs, but everything is uncertain. Even the existence is an issue. Oh, sorry for that. Now, people also demand innovative facilitation than teaching. No, your role, there's an additional demand. That skill development, having experiential learning incorporated. Now, the people like us are already into this, the experiential learning and innovative facilitation. However, we do not have the additional responsibility of teaching you have. Now, it's very easy to have a guest lecture done or a workshop done, but it's not that easy to do teaching, manage admin responsibilities, manage multiple responsibilities, and then have that bandwidth. When I say bandwidth, it's not intellectual, you all are superb. When I say bandwidth, in terms of energy and time, do we really have that in given 24 hours? That's the expectations. How many of you are with me so far? Am I able to connect? Am I talking nonsense? Am I talking?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We are connected.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Now, I think this is something that you are living day in and day out. I have not said anything different and out of the box. This is not an aha movement. This is a challenge. This is a problem statement. Now, emotional awareness and rediscovery is all about shifting our focus from problems to solutions. Our mind, when I say challenges and expectations, our mind has done masters from negative university. That's what I say using the word when I talk to students. Whenever I say challenges, our mind shifts all the negative challenges, all the stress. Now, I think we have shared and you also agree कि इससे बाहर अभी कुछ नहीं है. Problems सब discuss कर लिए. Let's start with solutions now. What is the challenge that we are facing externally? So I'm just put a cartoon so that we can enjoy this slide. I don't want a serious face. That's why I put this cartoon. Expectations, the definition of new normal. You have been facing a challenge of multitasking. You have been facing challenge of additional responsibilities. Now, agile leadership is something is again on top of your head, isn't it? Agility in leadership. Simply being leader is not enough. We want the baby to be delivered in 2 months. That's the pressure that we are going through. So the agility is also important. Leadership is not enough. Yeah? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Resilience. Now, while you are handling the expectations, the definition of new normal, the multitasking and everything, even agile leadership and even you are going through everything, you are still expected to handle your emotions. At your position, you cannot have outbursts. You cannot be stressed. So you can't even have, you're also expected to build that resilience within you. And on top of it, you also need creativity. Now, For the sake of the slide and presentation, I have put 6 challenges, but I think we have discussed challenges to an extent. Now, whatever I have written here, I'm sure you are aware of it. This is an awareness, isn't it? Emotional intelligence starts with awareness. Rediscovery starts with awareness. But still, it's an external awareness. If you see the slide, whatever is around that cartoon is all external to you. It has been put demand on you. You perceive those as challenges. Important thing to reflect on, that's where your rediscovery starts, is how it is impacting me. Today, there are 6. Tomorrow, it could be 600. A remark from someone, a nasty email from someone, expectations from someone, a goal from someone. So no matter how our external environment is impacting us, my job as a first step to rediscover is to understand the impact on me, how it is impacting me as a human being. And when I say me, it's not you as a teacher, it's you as a person. Remember, I care about. Now, if you do not have time to understand how it is impacting me, then it's an indicator that how much you are taking care of yourself. Just take a pause for a moment and understand and ask yourself how these things are impacting me as a person. And the moment you get these answers, you are on the verge of rediscovery. I'm going to pause for a minute. Just reflect on this. No matter whatever is happening in around me, what is it that is impacting me the most at this moment? Think about it. If you are comfortable, please do share in the chat box. I'll be happy to read. Yes, reality. How everything is impacting you. What are you going through? If you can give one word to your state of mind, what would? Expectations. Excellent. Thank you, Vilka. Yes, yes. Excellent. Perfect. And I think the way you are sharing, I am very thankful that you feel that this is a safe space, and that's why we are crying our heart loud. When everything goes the way we want, life is beautiful. But when there is a little turbulence in life, the real me takes over, isn't it? Yes. Now it affects all areas of life. The primary reason that you are into teaching is for 2 things. One is for your passion to make a change in people's lives. That's the primary responsibility, primary purpose. Second purpose is to earn livelihood. Third is to take care of your family. And if you do not have time to enjoy with family, what is the use of all this? I'm sure all of you at some point of time have asked this one question, even if in your weakest moment, even if in your most disturbed moment. What is the use of all this? मैं ये सब क्यों कर रही हूँ? I'm sure you have asked it. You may not ask it aloud, but ये question आके सो गए होंगे कभी तक. Let's shift our perception and let's rediscover now. Now rediscover a cool guru in me. We have learnt about rediscovery. We have learnt about me as a person. Now why COOLGuru? The word COOL So I am a big fan of Indian mythology. So I am fascinated by the Gurukul system and the way it was operating. That's the reason a word COOLGuru, when you have someone, and I think COOLGuru is also a word for the apex, someone apex in your academics and the highest position in your academics, and also a word guru. Now the reason I have put COOL because students want coolness. Now you are in a fix because students want you to be cool. Ex-management wants something else. So you are constantly switching between two. Now for me to understand, let's talk about teacher. Who is a teacher? Please give me quick words. You are doing amazing and it's very energetic. The energy flows. Who is a teacher? One word answers. Write in the chat box. I'm waiting. A lifelong learner, fantastic, mentor, facilitator. Perfect. Guide, motivator, facilitator. Wonderful. Who is a guru then? Are they same? Role model, yes. No. Who is guru then? A guru is a guru, but who is guru? Someone who removes darkness. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Very nice. Any idea why have I written it differently? Are they same? Let's discuss who is not a guru. And trust me, even if you are teacher and guru to millions of students, at some point of time, even we need a guru. And in order to be a guru, you need to have a guru or find a guru within you. How many of you agree? In order to be a guru for your students, you need to have a guru in your life, or you need to experience that inherent abilities of guru within you. But before that, let's discuss who is not a guru. A parent is not a guru. A friend is not a guru, and at times a teacher is also not a guru. Let's see why. Now at unconscious level, a parent provides facilities, isn't it? It's a universal provider. Now you as a guru, as a teacher, play multiple hats. And I'm also removing these roles from you so that we focus on what is a real guru in you now. Let's rediscover. In order to rediscover, we need to let go of your mask. So first of all, please drop your mask of a parent. Because the parent at unconscious level, the basic duties, I'm talking about basic duties. A parent is a universal provider. A parent is also a universal rescuer. One call to parent and it's all sorted out. The parent has unconditional love with asterisk. Why there is an asterisk here? Because as we grow, there is a difference between this statement. I am proud of my daughter, or my daughter should be proud of me. The moment you understand the difference, you will understand what is guru and what is not a guru. Even the unconditional love is an asterisk sign today, because if you want to be loved, you need to prove something in life. Let's talk about a friend. A friend accepts and supports a limiting belief because friend gives sympathy. Even if they are on a different path than the students are not supposed to, they still follow because they do not have, they have that unconditional friendship clause with them. You know, whatever you do, I'm with you. It's wonderful. It's a trading. Friendship is a trading. What you have done for me, what I'm going to do for you. Somewhere at unconscious. Now everything I'm saying is at unconscious. You may not be, experiencing it at visible level, but it's at unconscious. It's deep within. That's what drives the relationship. A friend expects return of investment. Now these days the investment is likes and followers. So if I am going to like your post, you better like my post as well. That's where it starts. A friend also gives a strong support. But now let's shift our thinking process to conscious level. See, I am not talking about emotional intelligence as a topic because I think there are a lot of papers available on Google and a lot of material. I'm sure you have already gone through because you have already reached, I would say, a profound position in your careers as a teacher. My understanding at conscious level is if you want to rediscover and get in the new normal now, given the uncertainties and insecurities that we go through, let's say a comparison between the teacher and the guru. A teacher takes responsibility of a growth, okay? But a guru makes you responsible. Now, when I spoke about the holistic responsibility, it is not limited to your technical education anymore. I am sure you will agree that students also approach you for life decisions today. It is not limited to technical assignments or a concept clarification. In order to do that, instead of you taking the responsibility, a guru instills that responsibility within the student. A teacher answers your questions, isn't it? No matter whenever you come with a doubt, you will be given an advice. But a guru questions your answers. An example, a student comes to me and I say, okay, madam, I want to decide which career I choose. Now, I am not an academic person, but the same person comes to you, you are in a different position to answer that. But the role of a guru is to question the decision-making process of the student. You know, it's more of emotional intelligence. It's all about empowering the other people. A teacher directs to outer world. A guru directs to inner world. Teacher imparts knowledge. A guru helps you be the source of knowledge. Because no matter how much we want to be there with our students, we are a limited resource. We cannot be there with everyone. So why don't we empower them and make them equipped as a source rather than equipped with the knowledge? A teacher identifies behaviors, but a guru helps you discover the purpose behind those behaviors. That's what when I say rediscovery. And the moment you rediscover yourself, the journey of emotional awareness starts. How many of you agree with me so far? Any thoughts? Otherwise, we can proceed with the ultimate.
We agree with you, ma'am. Go ahead, please.
Mm-hmm.
Quite interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah. Based on my experience, and I think I have. I don't even remember the number in terms of workshops for students and faculty. But based on my experience, I have developed a model which is called as ACTE model. A stands for awareness, C stands for clarity, and T stands for transform. The moment you work on this ACTE model, your journey towards emotional awareness has begun. Somehow, at my personal level, I cannot use the word intelligence again and again, because if I'm aware, it connects me at my intellect and feeling level as well. So the awareness, emotional awareness, and I would say the emotional empowerment, you can say, happens once you have these three questions. The ACT model works on that. What is awareness? As we have already studied, whatever is happening outside me in my world is external awareness. How it is impacting me is my self-internal awareness. I need to be aware of my thoughts. What kind of thoughts I go through? Are they empowering me? Are they making me weak? There is a simple exercise. Write down the number of complaints you do. Write down the blames that you do in a given particular day. And then read the next day. Read the same list in the next day. You will be amazed to witness that the amount of time and energy you spend in your thoughts. Procrastination is another issue today. And then you talk of anxiety and stress. But are we really aware of what kind of thoughts I have? The moment you are aware of your thoughts, you are aware of your conscious life as well. Your feelings. What feelings I experience daily and which are the most frequently experienced emotion? In the given 24 hours, how much percentage I'm happy? How much percentage I enjoy what I do? How much percentage I'm stressed? When I'm at home, what is my state of mind? So the percentage time spent with the intensity of feelings also talks a lot about your awareness. What are my blocks? As I said, the procrastination is a very important issue today. The word procrastination means that you keep on thinking and feeling and don't do any actions for it. And the procrastination is the biggest energy drainer today. The awareness of what inspires me. Okay. Now the rediscovery again. Now my role is not to give you a ready-made sheet of how to be emotionally intelligent. My role is to question your answers, isn't it? So the role is more of a self-introspective role than me giving you advice, because you already are doing excellent work. You have much more experience than me in life as well, or in terms of your academic contributions. Is it practically not possible for me to give answers to you? But what I do know is I can give you the right questions to ask. At the leadership level, when I do the leadership coaching and executive coaching as well, right questions makes a lot of difference. So by end of this workshop, you may have few answers, but you will have right questions. That's going to change your life. The most important question anyone should ask yourself, not to me, it's for you. What impact I want to make on my life, on life of student, at my current work, at my family level, whatever is important for you. So go back to your list where you have written I care about. What is the ultimate impact that I want to make? The word C stands for clarity. Clarity of what? Of what do I want and what do I really want? Am I enjoying? Am I passionate? Am I have 5 things to be thankful for today at my work? Ask about this. What is the purpose behind my decisions? All kind of decisions, not limited to your professional life, also in your personal life. Because you are the one, you are the same everywhere. So instead of, thinking and procrastinating on the decisions you need to take, why don't think of the purpose behind those decisions? Think about it. What is the ultimate purpose behind this decision? Third important question, what is really important for me? If my salary is more important, then please do not focus on creative teaching. Please do not waste that energy. If your teaching of passion and creativity is important, then what am I time wasting for? Whatever is important for you, are you giving justified time for that? That's the question. What is my definition of success? My definition of success, is it derived from my ultimate purpose of life or my vision, or based on what impact I want to make? Or it is simply, based on what others feel success to me is? Think about it. Before we jump to any kind of behaviors or decisions, let's ensure that we have clarity on all these answers. The last element of this model is T model, that is transform. The T cannot work unless you have A and C in place. If you want to transform and want to rediscover yourself and want to survive and excel in the NEP or in pandemic, you need to be aware of how it is impacting me. You need to be aware of, you need to have clear indicators of your success, clarity in terms of my thinking and feeling, how much time and emotions I am investing. Now there is a word, is it a waste or is it an invest? Think about it. Am I wasting time and energy or am I investing it? The third and most important pillar is the pillar of transform. And transform comes with change. Now, given the situation, think about it. Ask yourself, given the situations and given the visibility of next 2-3 years, there is going to be a huge wave of change in academics. What changes I need to make? Forget about the socio-economic challenges, forget about the academic challenges, forget about the college or institute level challenges. What change I need to make in order to have that impact? That's the first question. Once you have this question, you are transformed. We have been taught that everything needs to be done by me, but you are very much equipped to find the resources about it. जरूरी नहीं है कि सब मुझे ही करना है. What help I need and how much I am okay to give help, how much I am okay to ask help. Okay, what kind of resources I need? It may not be people. People is just one of the resources. What else? So these kind of questions will help you transform and survive and excel in the next change environment. Which are the new things that I wish to learn? Have that list in place. And once you are absolutely clear about where my time and energy is wasting, gradually you will also have a clarity in terms of the space and time you actually get. Ultimately, what is the purpose? What is my purpose of life? Whatever you are doing right now, is it adding to your ultimate purpose? Life is driving you or you are driving the life? That's the main question. Most importantly, what motivates me? If you are expected to motivate your students, you need to be ready with the answer of what motivates me, what inspires me. You are going to have all your answers, whatever you are looking for. You just be ready with the right questions. Okay. We have 15 minutes time with us. If you want, you can have a question-answer session, or you can write and connect with me at info@supriyapujari.com. If you want extra clarification on any of the slides, let me know. We'll go back and discuss. I think we have 15-20 minutes. Sorry, stop the presentation.
Delegates, the session is open for question answer. So anybody having question, any query, you may ask.
Please feel free to ask. This is not a right and wrong forum.
I think, ma'am, you explained.
Ma'am, yeah, I have a question, ma'am. I think, I don't know, it's a question or it's a clarity. It's for yeah. So the question is that you just mentioned that if you want to be creative, we should not worry about salary. So how do we link that, ma'am? Because all of us are working for salaries, and it's part of our creativity also. Like the more you get, the more you are creative probability for many of the faculty members. So how do we connect creativity with that salary pay and so on, please?
Yes. So because first of all, let's be clear about what is the definition of creativity here and the purpose behind it. And see, there is a value clash. When I say value clash, it's all about the clash between what is more important than one, isn't it? One is your creative teaching, second is salary. Just for an example. Now, if the salary is more important, it's not, and there is an additional function of time. that how much time I am investing or wasting. And if both are very important, as I understand. It's George, right? George Matthew, I'm listening to?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, yeah. So as I understand you, there are two issues, both are equally important. The salary as well as creative teaching. Now, having said that, please understand and realize and reflect on, if these two things are more important for me, am I really wasting and investing time more than required in other things which are not important for me? Think about it. In the entire list, if you have two issues, if you want to focus on salary as well as creative teaching, then where is your time going? Am I wasting time? Am I investing time? Does that answer your question?
Ma'am, I was not referring to that we are all focusing on salary as such. I think salary is, what I feel is that salary is one aspect of creativity, not that like any faculty, like we are going to our classes, but salary comes towards the end of the month. And you don't get that at the end of the month, and after 2 months you are going to get it. Let's say many private engineering colleges, many private colleges are suffering with that because of the current scenario. And now let's say that we are talking about creativity at that point of time. So how do you think that the faculty will grasp this particular creativity with their salary? It's just
Yes, again, as I said, this is an external situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
How it is impacting me as a person? That's the first question to be asked, yeah? How it is impacting me? What are the thoughts and feelings that are generating out of it? And do you wish to do something about it? And then we explore choices. What choices do you have in current situation? See, you cannot have everything hunky-dory going. At times, the situation demands to choose one. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Given the situation, the question you need to ask is, how it is impacting me, the awareness, and what I really want to do. Is it fitting my vision? Do I need to am I okay with compromising on one aspect or other? What do I really want? Because each one of us will have different definitions. You agree with me?
Yeah, each one of us, we do have different definitions. Yeah.
Different definitions of what is important? One is different definition of what is important. Second is a clarity of what I can let go. Every choice will have a price to pay. How much I am comfortable in doing that choice? That's the real question, isn't it? And no matter whatever we choose, we need to be okay with that. Does that answer this question, John?
Yeah, you answered it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes?
Ma'am, I have one question, ma'am.
Sure.
Ma'am, how to stop talking true in family or working environment?
I couldn't get the question, I'm sorry.
So how to stop talking about any information true, either in the family or in the working environment? Because people those who are telling true, it is affecting lot. So how to stop it, ma'am?
So can you give me an example, Lata?
Ma'am, if we take the children, so sometimes we are telling lie to rectify the our problem that moment. So how to stop that one?
I am sorry, but I still need some more information about it. The question is how to stop talking about family at work. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. So if we are seeing some mistake with the children, but we are sometimes, we are avoiding that and thinking that, and we are manipulating, and that information is not correct, and we are thinking not suitable to discuss that moment. But what we have seen that moment, ma'am, it was right. But if we say about the children's right, there are a lot of confusion or a lot of problem is getting. How to avoid that one when we have more than one children?
Kavita ma'am?
Yes.
I need some decoding here. So the children here is your own children she's referring to?
Yeah, ma'am, yeah.
I think she is asking regarding how to avoid sharing the personal things into the office or in professional life.
Okay.
And this is the meaning. Am I correct, Lata ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Yeah. So, generally what happens when we come to the workplace, we share the things, personal things, family things, which we doesn't want. But it's a place where we can open up. So, this is not good. And we have to avoid these things. So, she's asking how to avoid these things.
First of all, okay, thank you so much, Kavita ma'am, and thanks, Lata, for my continuous questions. Because see, even unless I have a clear question, it's very wrong from my side to give you answer. That's why I asked again and again. So first of all, the definition of right and wrong is defined by you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's one. Second is, if you wish to discuss something about your personal life in the office environment, it's completely your choice. However, the purpose behind that sharing plays a very important role. Do you want to just vent out and feel good about it? Because if the purpose is to just vent out and feel good about it, then you shouldn't be affected by the reactions. The reason you are experiencing that something is right and wrong, I should do, I should not do, because based on your experiences. Even the manipulation that you said, where is the manipulation? It's here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Someone is doing something.
Yes,
I permit manipulation because it is impacting me.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what choices do you have, Lata? Do you wish to stop?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, if you wish to stop talking about it, what you can do about it is simply find an outlet somewhere else. See, I'm giving direct answers right now because of the time. Otherwise, my real natural way is to question you unless Lata comes with her own answer.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just sharing that what is more important for you is to share something, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if the work doesn't work, maybe you can share it with a friend. Journaling helps. Important thing is you want to get something out of your system, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to talk to anyone. So let's respect that need. See, emotional awareness is also about accepting yourself, no?
Yes, ma'am.
There are people who keep things to themselves. They do not share. Does it mean they are wrong?
No.
Similarly, you like to share. So you're a different person. Doesn't mean you are wrong. Number one. So please have that clarity in terms of just because you're different, you're not wrong. That's one.
Okay, ma'am.
Second is, if getting out of system is more important or the person listening to you is more important for you. That's the second clarity.
Okay, ma'am.
If the person is important, then you have a conversation with the person first regarding the manipulation.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, the sharing doesn't matter, no? No matter what you share, the manipulation is anyways going to be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? But if simply getting out of system is important, you change the source, big deal.
Okay.
Find a trusted source where you can really be yourself. For me, even talking to coaches like me or having a professional help also matters. But see, if you're having a cold, we don't go for surgery.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So just think, it's like if you just want to get something out of your system, write it down. Journaling helps a lot.
Okay, ma'am.
Just find different sources where you don't feel manipulated. Simple.
Oh, okay.
Does
Thank
that
you, ma'am.
answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Thank you,
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
One question is there in chat box
Okay.
from Sugandha Mungul. She is asking, if you are in state of confused mind, how to go for right decision.
Okay. So in this, we need to deal with the confusion itself. Doesn't matter how many options you have in front of you, and when you say you go for right decision, at neurological level and you're unconscious, you're already aware of what right decision is. When I say that I want to reach a destination, I'm clear about my destination. So let's understand that what is the right decision for you. And also understand that what are the other areas. Again, I think there is a pattern I'm sensing here. A clarity of what is important plays a very important role. That's the core value that drives you. If the confusion is about 2 options, then please evaluate those options based on what is really important for me, and rather than me for my vision. So for example, right now I gave a slot for this talk. At the same time, I got another interview opportunity. Both came on same day, same slot. But what fits my vision is this. So I requested them, can we do it later on? Are you understanding the difference? That's one. Second is, confusion is not about the choosing. Confusion is all about evaluating the decision. So when you are confused, please evaluate your options based on what is important for your vision, not for that moment. See, momentary decisions may not serve long term. It's all about evaluating what's more important for my vision and which option will lead to my vision. Now, if it calls to letting go of something, again, you need to be okay with it. Somehow I can sense where you are coming from. Yeah.
Okay, one more question is there from Sandeep Gogre.
Okay.
But he is asking how I am judging as I am a teacher or guru.
Wow. There are 2 ways I would like to answer this. Hold on, let me just remove this participant window. Oops. Technology challenges. Okay. There are 2 ways the way we can answer this. First is, the moment you have this question, you're already a guru. Because you started with self-introspection rather than operating in the world of perfection. The moment you choose your experience and journey over the ultimate goal, you're already a guru, right? And I think I'm going to share the PPT, right, ma'am?
Yes.
So there is a slide which has the evaluation. So am I giving advice or I am questioning the difference between a guru? Do I want to have momentary happiness? Do I want to reach a goal, or do I want to make an impact? These kind of questions will define. And to start with, you already a guru right now because of your question. Because you went within. You questioned yourself. Questioning yourself is the first step towards guru anyway. And this habit will help you with your students as well. Because you're going to question your students, not giving ready-made answers. Another sign of guru. Who was this?
Sandeep.
Sandeep Gogre.
Yes.
Okay, so Sandeep, I hope I answered your question. I assume so. Yes, get it, ma'am. Thank you. All right, audio problem is there. Okay, I hope. Okay, I trust you. Okay, I hope that you have listened to.
Answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, no question, delegates. Okay, then we will conclude this session. I will request Aruna just say the vote of thanks. Aruna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Supriya, ma'am, for such an excellent session. Supriya, ma'am, you cover various factors and various aspects regarding the self-discovery and self-realization, and also you conduct various activities which is very helpful for self-realization. Ma'am, you focus on various points like clarity, then what are various challenges, impacts, awareness, transfer, and many more. So the section was very informative, and we are enlightened by your talk, ma'am. I take this opportunity to thank you, ma'am, on the behalf of our management, principal, sir, faculty. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you all participants.
Participants, please start your video so that we can take a screenshot.
It's so good to see the faces finally.
Yeah.